Howdy y'all and welcome to Lac Plays. Ooh. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. And today we are gonna... Whoa. I just about dropped my mouse. Today we are going to... Why don't I have a stone over there? I've got to get some... I forgot about that. Stupid creepers. Do I have any andesite on me? Today we're going to work on putting in a chandelier. That is my plan. It is so dark up here. That creeper took out all my torches. This whole thing is dark. I'm going to have to do... we're going to probably put in a couple of chandeliers, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to need some glass. And I'm going to need some torches so that we can fill in these dark patches. Coal, sticks. That gives us some torches. I'm going to get this place torched up a little bit. Let's cut down on the... Oh, do you see that evil thing spawning in the background there? Hit these dark patches. No dark patches. Come on, guys. Dark patch there. Dark patch. Dark patch. I really think they ought to extend the... No, I don't. I like the distance on the torches because they're torches, but we really need to get some lanterns or something in this game with much larger light sources. I don't know. I guess there's other ways to get light in places, but I don't like it. Alright, let's grab you and your iron. So let's take these guys and get some blocks going. Repair my stairs real quick, and then we've got to go make some colored glass. I'm going to use red and yellow, I think. I think this will be okay. Some red and yellow. Let's just get a little bit here. I don't know how much we're going to need to fix this mess. This mess. Okay, I think that goes over to there, right? Which means this one goes over to here. This one goes over to here. Those are the two in the middle that are even. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to take me days to figure that out. I'll do that later. I don't want to do it right now. But I do need to go find... well, here's some red right here, actually. And then I just need to get some yellow. And we'll be good to go. I do need possibly to go get some nether rack. Why are there so many creepers? Always creepers. I remember when it used to be zombies. It was just hundreds and dozens and billions of zombies everywhere. And now it's just always creepers. If you're wandering around in the forest, it's spiders and skeletons and zombies. If you're trying to build something, as soon as you put one block on top of the other, it's creepers. I see you trying to sneak in and blow me up while I'm sleeping. I hate them. Alright. I cannot believe that I have not played this game all week. I played it on Sunday probably to record my Monday episode, and I haven't touched it since. I've been off all week. Well, no. I've not been off all week. I've been busy all week. It's supposed to be my vacation. Sunday was just like a normal Sunday, right? And then Monday, I turned in a bunch of reports, and no one... Okay, so I mentioned before that they've restructured management, and so the headquarters was using a different set of report forms than we were using because my previous boss, who got replaced, oh, you know what? Right there's some red stained glass. We don't need to make red stained glass. So I really need yellow then. Oh, here's some yellow. I don't think that's enough yellow, though. How about some netherrack? I haven't have any netherrack, so I don't have to go grab some. I think I can make some yellow out of this sunflower. I could really use some netherrack fence. There's some brick. I'll do it. So we finished off our... We termed them... it had been, what? Winter? Winter. We finished off our winter training sessions. Because now it's spring. And so at the end of that, you have to turn in all these reports on what you did and all that. And so I filled all that out. And so during winter session here, we restructured management, and so my old boss is no longer my boss, and so I have a new boss. And so on Monday, I turned in my winter session reports, and then got an email back. These are all turned in incorrectly on the wrong forms with the wrong information. We switched forms 3 months ago. None of these are turned in correctly. And they all need to be redone. So I had spent some time putting together these reports. And so to have them done incorrectly because my previous boss didn't tell us that we were supposed to use new forms is ridiculous. And so instead of being completely on vacation this week like I had hoped, I've spent all week basically in one form or another working. I'm going to need more cobblestone than that. I don't know how many levers. I've got a plan in my head for what I want this to look like. And I need to figure out whereabouts I want them. Probably here. And they would have to go here, which is fine. I can't reach that from here, though. So not only do I need cobblestone for that, but I need cobblestone for the pillaring up process. Okay. Now that is flat, so that is a flat surface there. So let's hang that down. Alright, that looks good. And then we're going to take... oh, you know, I've got to do this. I didn't grab any stuff. Why didn't I grab my glowstone? We're going to make some lamps here. That is not how you get redstone there, buddy. Ooh, yeah. That's the recipe. Thanks, mouse. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to put this here. Alright. And then we're going to put a lever on this here. And it's already too low. If I put this here, is that going to pick up that lever? Oh, it does. Beautiful. But it's too low. I've got to move it up at least one spot. Alright. You go up there. You get in there. You go there. Whoop. You go there. Nope. You go. Yeah. Alright. Nice. Okay, and then what I want is I want to take the red and yellow glass and we're going to turn this into a chandelier-ish thingy. Will you get on there? I don't know if it'll look good, but in my head it should be okay, and I can't reach that. Cobblestone, I need more steps here. But yeah, so Monday I was in phone calls and filling out stuff, trying to get it done, and I got part of it done, and then they even better than that is on top of that, I had filled out some expense reports too, and I had turned them in a couple of weeks ago, and apparently they didn't get them until this week, and so they're not filled out right either, and I didn't even fill them out. I handed in my my expenses, and okay, no, let me rephrase that. I did fill these out, but the forms I used were the forms that I was told to use, and I filled it out in the manner. Oh yeah, I like that. All right, in the manner that I was told to fill them out, and so then we've got. There we go. We've got the new was that down 4? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it would be over here. Okay. You know, I should just put this here. How far does that go down? 2, it looks like. 1, 2. Alright. And then we do the same thing as we did on the other side. And we'll do this. We'll make a lever. And so I redid all my reports in the new format. And I don't know. It's been crazy. Alright, it's gold at the corners and red down the middle. Come on. So like the new forms took effect in January, right? And so I'm gonna need to get some more yellow. So I had no clue that there were even new forms, because the where we get our forms from, I was handed the forms to use by the people in the office. Handed. These are the forms we are using. In fact, the expenses. Whew, the For my expenses, I had asked when they first told me to fill out these expenses. And basically, what it is I'm filling out mileage reports for having to drive to the business instead of having the business come to us for training. And so I don't normally do that. It's normally they come to us because we have all the equipment and stuff to train at our place, but they wanted us to train at their place. And so because I don't normally do that, I don't normally fill out these reports and these expense reports for mileage. And so it's all, I've only done it once before where we had it's actually the same business, has us come to them instead of them coming to us. And I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem driving out there, really. I mean, it's a long way, but, you know. And so I want my mileage. Oh, I did that. And so I fill all that out, and the first time I did it, and now I've only been doing it for this year. I'll have to do it again next year, but okay, now the question is, okay, apparently it wants to go right like that. I like those. I really like how that worked. I probably could have used different colors on them. They're kind of circusy, but I think I'm going to stick with those colors. I kind of like it. I like especially that the lever in the middle manages to power both the top and bottom. That's kind of awesome. That's the one thing I don't like about powering this stuff is that you always wind up with a lever sticking out somewhere. Now for these corners and stuff, I'm actually going to go ahead and put lights in. I just don't know if I want them out or if I want them inset, if I want them slightly away from the edges, if I want them right in the corners. I don't know, because I can pop like this out, right, and then I can put a lever like right there, flip it down, and pop a light in the corner like that. Right. Or no, I kind of like them sticking out like that. All right, I'm gonna go with that. And then I'm also going to, in fact, if I put those out like that, I'm gonna get. Oh, I think I've actually got some of the stuff I need right here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Do I have? No. I make a set of those. And spider eyes, you can get out of here. Actually, no, don't get rid of the spider eyes. Get rid of the bones. We might need the spider eyes. And so the forms are all filled out wrong. We're using the wrong forms. Nobody says anything to me because the entire place is using the wrong forms. And so I don't know how we've gotten away with it at this point because the forms have to be turned in to headquarters. And I've been doing it since, well, I don't turn them in. I turn them into our office. And then they turn them in to the appropriate people. And so apparently the appropriate people have just been doing it without comment. Or if they, I don't know. I don't understand how this hadn't come up before. And so, but the new boss is like, yeah, so here's the deal. You don't get paid if your expenses aren't turned in on a monthly basis. I'm like, that's what I thought, because that's what it says in our employee handbook. And when I asked, they told me it didn't matter, and just turn. This is what I was told. Just turn in your expenses when you feel you need the money. And I'm like, so I thought that was weird, and I attempted to organize it by turning in expenses for an entire training session, because I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 training sessions at this place now, where I have filled out expense reports, and so I filled them out for each training session. And so a training session might run across 2 different months, or even 3 different months if it's depending on what we're training in. And so I've been doing it since last year, and apparently it's been wrong the entire time. And like I said, when I asked, they're like, "Oh no, just turn them in whenever you feel you need the money. If you need the money, you turn in your expense report." I'm like, if I'm going to turn the expense report, I'm going to do it while I still have access to the dates. I'm I'm not going to wait until I no longer have the dates handy in my email and stuff for when I actually did this thing. That would just be weird. Oh yeah, I can't remember what days that we met, and and so yeah. So Monday I was dealing with part of that. Tuesday, some more of that. And then also on Tuesday, I got a call from a guy who wanted me to work on his computer. And so he told me that he was going to be in town until 2:30 in the afternoon, and he should be home sometime between 2:30 and 3. And I said, well, all right, I can be there at 3. And so now I'm on vacation, so I am slouched in the house doing absolutely nothing. So I shaved and showered and, that kind of stuff, put on some nice clothes, and drove over to the business to work on their computer system. And they're closed. And so I'm like, all right, well, they said they weren't going to be there. And I got there right at 3. And so I'm like, all right, well, maybe they're just not back yet. Whatever it is they had to go do, they're just not done. And so the I'm actually going to do a little bit of this right here. Nice little climbing vine. I like climbing vines. And and this one will just be a little shorter. I don't have any more of that on me, so I'm going to have to make some more lamps. And so I waited till 3:15, and then I'm like, should I just go? I mean, I want to be here to work on their computer, and I said I'd be here, and they're not here, and this place is still closed. Should I go now? Should I wait? I couldn't decide. I'm like, well, he said he wouldn't be back till sometime between 2:30 and 3, and he said maybe I could be there sometime like 3 or 3:30. I said 3. Maybe he heard 3:30, so maybe I should wait till 3:30. So I waited till 3:30. They still weren't there. I'm like, okay, well, if he wasn't going to be here till sometime between 3 and 3:30, maybe they're running late. Basically, I sat there for an hour. I sat in the driveway, or the turnaround, or the parking spot, or whatever it was. Parking spot, I guess. It was in the parking lot. I sat in the parking lot, is what I did, for an hour, listening to the radio, waiting for them to show up. They never did. I went home. They called me after I got home, and said that they got tied up and they didn't realize it was so late, and very sorry. And I forgot what I was doing. And oh, I need some redstone. And want to know if I could come back out to work on it a different day. And then the guy even came by and apologized in person for not being there, which was weird. I'm like, I understand it. It's not that big a deal. It's not like I was doing anything anyways. Just I sat in the parking lot and I listened to Orson Welles presents The War of the Worlds, which is pretty famous radio drama based off of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, if you've never heard of it. And I've been a huge fan of it ever since I was a kid, so nice. And so yeah, that's what I did on my first couple of days there of vacation. And then Wednesday was just horribly busy. More reports, more okay, down here is gonna have to have them too. More reports not turned in right. I was on the phone for over an hour trying to get this report stuff straightened out. And it was dumb. It was like something that could have been handled with a simple email, but I don't know, it took forever. Because the thing is that my February expenses should be turned in March. Alright? And I was following the protocol of I turn them in whenever I want money. And so I turned in the January, February, March dates. Oh no, the January, February dates for my session that finished in February. And okay, I know I just chopped down some tree. There it is. I couldn't see it. And so I just turned it in beginning of March. And because I think we finished like I don't know why I waited so long. I don't think it was the beginning of March, actually. I just turned it in, though, into February, and which isn't that big a difference from the beginning of March. And so I'm just making a bunch of levers right now. And so they just got them. Like, I turned them in to the office at where I work, and they just got them at headquarters. We use the fax machine to fax forms like that. I don't know why we don't email, but I don't know, sometimes they're so behind the technology times. It's surprising. Especially for a place that uses like video conferencing and stuff like that all the time. But so they just got them, and so then, I get the email. And I was worried that they were angry because the email was like, expenses must be turned in 1 month after or each month. And the expenses should be each month for the previous month. And this time we will pay you for the January expenses, but it's March, and so technically we don't have to pay you. I'm like, so I'm emailing them, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, look, I've been using the forms I was told to use, and they're like, well, all that changed, and ever since we've been moving management over, and now we are managing your facility. We've been noticing a lot of issues with using the wrong forms and the wrong versions of the forms. I guess not the wrong forms. And oh, like, it was crazy. I think I need these two. Okay, my new boss, my old boss was supposed to do it too, but the new boss comes in and talks about how we have to be evaluated as trainers, and how they had no records, none, on any of the trainers that they'd ever been evaluated, ever. I'm like, I get evaluated every 3 years or something like that. I've been there for 13 years now. I have been evaluated at least 4 times, maybe even 5 times, because I think when my first manager, I've had 3 managers, 4 now. I've had 4 managers in the 12 years that I've been there, and so when the first manager quit, we had, well, did she quit, or did she? Yeah, I think she quit 'cause she got a better job offer. And so the second guy did his own evals to start, and then when he quit, better job offer. The next one, which is the one I just left, she had done evals twice, so that's once when I first got there, once with the new guy, once with the previous manager, twice with the previous manager. That's 4 times, so this will be my 5th time being evaluated in 12 years, and you're only supposed to be evaluated once every 3 years. And nobody kept any records, apparently. Nobody ever wrote down the evaluations. I, of course, didn't keep those papers because I don't care. But yeah, so it all has to be redone over and over. Anyways, I'm not going to promise anything, but I will try to get some playtime on this between now and a day from now when I have to record the next video, and clean up the stairs and get in some more decorations. I want to get some paintings up in here, I think, and then we'll be able to start on the next room. Oh no, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do on the floor yet either. I'll worry about that later though. But I like the new chandeliers. They turned out pretty good. It wasn't quite what I had in mind when I was imagining the chandeliers, but I like it. We'll probably try something different with the chandeliers later. I've got a glowstone and some white glass pane idea I want to try out, so we'll have to see how that works. So, yeah. Click like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.